G'day everyone and welcome down to Dunlop Reserve for this week's episode of SFNL TV. There's been plenty of hype around East Malvern this year with their aggressive recruiting campaign during the off-season, and now they get to test their premiership credentials against the two-time defending champions in Dingley. Should be a cracking game of footy, one I'm really looking forward to, so let's get stuck into it. And it gives me great pleasure to welcome to SFNL TV this week the great DARYL PITMAN, a pioneer of community football media. DARYL, welcome to the show.
Thanks very much, Will. It's great to be here.
You'll be calling the big game today, East Malvern and Dingley, with a few of our commentary team, and I guess in many respects it's back to where it all began for you, I guess.
Well, it's a trip down memory lane. I even got a relic out of the cupboard from about 25 years ago, the old Southern FM, Southern Football League jacket. So I brought that along, but yeah, it's a long time since I've called a game from this ground, probably 15 years or so. So
yeah, it brings back a lot of memories for you because you've been a heavy supporter of the Southern Footy Netball League and its media operations in the past.
Yes, yeah. Well, we initiated the commentaries back in 1991. We did our first grand final, and from '97 onwards, of course, it was a regular Saturday call. So we had a lot of fun and did calls, I think, just about every ground in the Southern. Fantastic,
mate. And guys have got a very nice new caravan in there, so a little bit different to how you guys had it back in the day.
Yeah, a little bit different. We used to have to hire a 3-ton taut liner every Saturday. That's if there was no calling position. We didn't have to do it at Mordialloc or a lot of grounds where they had facilities, but most days it was a 3-ton taut liner, and we'd go and pick the truck up and take it to the ground and park it and put all the gear into it out of the car, and it was good fun.
No doubt you'll find it a lot easier today.
Oh, a lot easier, yes, and not as much responsibility.
Fantastic, mate. Well, enjoy the day and hope it all goes well for you.
Oh, I'm sure I will. Thanks very much, Will.
And joining me now is Scott KIRKWOOD, the president of the East Malvern Football Club. Scotty, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Will.
Mate, a big day today, obviously, against the reigning premiers. A good chance to test your mettle against one of the competition heavyweights.
Yeah, look, absolutely. They've, they won the last two flags for a reason, but we're endeavouring to have a crack at them, and today will be a good test to see where we're at.
Got a few big name players into the side for this week, and tell us a little bit about a few of those guys.
Oh, look, I think there's been plenty of publicity around some of the guys we picked up. Ryan Mullet, Simon Taylor, Nath Henley from the Vermont crew. Picked up quite a few others as well. Luke Duffy, unfortunately, a young bloke from Druin, who's been playing exceptionally well, but he's out today. So look, we were lucky in picking these guys up. They all live locally, which is a bonus for us. But they've been, as well as being very good players, they're actually very good people, which is really important to us as well.
Yeah, absolutely, very important to get those sort of good people around the crew. It's sort of been a bit of a I guess a whole club build in many respects. Your twos are playing some good footy and just big things for the club this year.
Yeah, look, we've been building slowly, and we've been in the finals the last 2 years. We won a final last year, and we're probably a bit skinny on depth last year. So we've increased that to some respects, I think. So look, the twos struggling a bit today, but generally they've only lost one so far, so they're going okay. But as the whole club, yeah, things are positive, and there's plenty of things happening off the field as well.
Yeah, fantastic. Now, crystal balling a little bit.
Yep.
Obviously targeting that last Sunday in September. You guys reckon you have what it takes to go all the way?
Oh, look, I'm a believer, getting yourself in the top three and then just giving yourself a chance. There's plenty of things that can happen when you get there, but you just got to win enough games to give yourself a chance, and we'll see how we go. Look, we're definitely there to have a crack, and Dingley's been the benchmark, so really looking forward to today.
Fantastic. Well, best of luck for today. Hope it all goes well for you.
Cheers. Thanks, Will.
And lucky enough to be joined by two of the MORWOODs at Dingley, the coach Shane Morwood and obviously the Black Chrome Sportswear Player of the Day, Matty Morwood. Matty, we'll start with you. Fantastic performance from yourself, resolute in defence.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good team effort, and I was just happy I played well and we got the win.
Always nice to get a few kicks.
Yeah, a few lucky ones, and just try to do the team thing.
So having a chat just before, and you had a couple of guys go down from the back half, had to do a fair bit of work, blowing towards the end.
Yeah, I was lucky there wasn't another quarter. I wanted to come off, but just couldn't. We had our two players from the back line go down. There's no rotations for us, but yeah, thankfully it was the last quarter and got over the line.
Good stuff. And your old man's obviously the coach. Is he giving you a hard time out on the track?
No, he's pretty fair. I said to the boys on the radio, if I'm not doing enough, he lets me know. But if I'm doing my job, he also encourages me to keep going and do more.
Yeah, fantastic. Now, Shane, you must be proud of the boys playing some good footy.
Yeah. The last 3 weeks, Will's been fantastic, and we've been building for this. We sort of set ourselves for this week, and with that mini sort of 3-game sort of break, if you want to call that, in between the SFNL game and obviously next week's the Queen's birthday weekend. We focused on trying to win those 3 games and what we had to do to sort of get ourselves going again. So the last 3 weeks have been fantastic, and today was a great game. We probably could have blown it early, kicking bad. I think we were 4 goals at 11. I think we were at half time or something. 1 goal 6 in the first half, first quarter. Sorry. We had our opportunities, but the thing is, we had opportunities, and we didn't let up in the second half. I mean, East Malvern had sort of control for the first 10 minutes of the third quarter, and they missed their opportunities, and that's the game sometimes. But I thought we actually got back into it pretty well, and we kicked a few goals late in the third quarter, and then set ourselves up in the last quarter with a pretty dominant win in the end.
Yeah, definitely blew them out of the water in the second half, but I was going to ask you about that. You were pretty wasteful, I guess, in the early stages. How was the blood pressure at quarter time, and is that something you think you guys have to work on throughout the week?
You can have your days, Will, that doesn't work for you. And our shots, as you saw, they weren't difficult shots. They're gettable. I've learned to relax with that. And I said to him at half time, just focus on the efforts and the opportunities that you're presenting yourself. It will come. It will come. So don't let the score affect your game. So I think they did that pretty well. I think, what did we end up? I can't remember what the score was in the end, but
33 points to the good.
Yeah, I can't remember the actual score. Was it 13-16 or something like that? So we actually clawed that back, the nearly a 50-50 goals to behind sort of ratio, which was pleasing. That's why we got the win. If we kept missing, it would have been tough right at the end. So I thought we worked well. Stoppages, we spread really well. I thought we used the ball better in the second half, and I think especially in the last quarter as well. We're just smart with it, and we've got some runners and we've got some guys that can use the ball well. And Matty was really impressive with his ball use today. So I know he stuffed up a couple, but everyone does at some stage. But when he's hit targets from 40, 50 metres, 60 metres, that opens up opportunities for us. That was good.
Yeah, very, very good. Now, East Malvern aside, that a lot of people have sort of tipped to do pretty well this year, and you've just come over here and knocked them off on their home deck. Pretty important win for the club and put you in a good spot. What is it, 5-2 now? Yeah,
5-2. It's always important. 4-3 doesn't sound so much better, but 5-2 is an important win, obviously, because we're 1 game behind MORWOOD and St Paul's, and MORWOOD have lost today, so that gets us level with those guys. And we've got Clayton in 2 weeks' time, so not being big-headed, but the way the Clayton are going, unfortunately, we should have a win there. And then we've got a big one at St Paul's, and they're going really well, playing some good footy. So that'll be our next challenge with that. So I think it puts us in a good place. So we go the next 2 games, and let's see how we are after round 9, and then we'll assess ourselves and then assess where the competition is and what we need to do going forward.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, very well done today, guys. I'll let you go and enjoy the win. Well done. So Dingley, 2 good for East Malvern here this afternoon. Winners by 33 points here at Dunlop Reserve. And the 2-time defending champions are very well placed heading into next weekend's Queen's birthday bye. That's all we've got time for this week. We'll catch you at the footy next week.